Let's play some recorder, all right? All right, first thing to remember, sitting up straight. Left thumb goes on the bottom hole. Index finger is going to go on that first hole. Want to breathe warm, soft air. If we blow too hard, if we're not covering the holes all the way, we'll get. So you want to make sure that part of your finger, don't do this. Lay it down. Nice steady tone. Notice just those two give us a B. See right up here, B is on the third line. If you're unsure about the different symbols and the different terminologies like quarter note, quarter rest, the time signature, anything like that, go back to page 3 and read through that for the names of notes. Time signature is just a different terminology. We're on page 4. What I'm going to do is play 4 beats. I'm going to rest for 4 beats, then I'm going to play 4 more, and then rest. Try it with me. Each one of those 4 should sound exactly the same with how loud or soft you're playing, how hard or not you're playing. You need to be pretty steady. All right. If at any point you have trouble, then I want you to pause and go back, watch again if you need to, practice on your own before going forward. All right. That's our B. That's our first note. All right. The next note we have is an A. It's on the second space. If you remember from Mr. Everybody's, that's always awful. Thumb, left thumb. Just like a B, we have the index, but now we're going to add our middle finger, and that's it. Okay? Here's how it should sound. Take some time to practice that. B, B, A. Just like before, I'm going to read through 1, 2, 3, 4, rest 2, 3, 4. Here's how it'll sound. Play along with me, please. Okay. Notice how when I was doing, I was tonguing, like we talked about in our first example. I'm going. I could try and just blow and not worry about my tongue, but hear how that sounds. You don't hear the air getting cut off all the way. So you got to make sure if you want clean, crisp notes, you're going to go for what we call a staccato, more staccato. We're going to use our tongue, and when we want to cut off the air, you put the tongue to the top of your mouth, right? Hear the difference, how quickly it starts and stops, compared to if I just don't, you think about my tongue and I just blow. See the difference? Okay, so far we got an A now. Let's keep this party rolling. All right, now we have a G. Notice, still left thumb, still left index, left ring, but now we're going to put our ring finger down. Remember, we don't use the pinky on our left hand. So this is the most of your left hand you'll be using. Okay, make sure you're not trying to do this because that won't cover up the holes. Lay it flat. The meaty part of your finger is covering the hole, so you're covering the entire hole. Here's how it should sound. Notice it's on the second line. Remember, good guy for Mr. Everybody. So isn't that easy? B, A, G. You're just going to kind of be going between these 3 notes. Let's play along with this right here. Ready? 1, 2. if you notice you're somebody who will do this, if you hear that sound when I'm not trying to play, you might want to consider taking the instrument out of your mouth so you're not making those unwanted notes. If you're able to cut off the air with your tongue, then you can leave it in there. Notice I'm breathing through my nose and making sure I'm not breathing through my mouth. The only downside to taking this out of your mouth is then you got to put it back and you got to make sure you got to deal with that. So you have to make the choice. Are you going to just leave it right there and just cut off the air? And if you need to breathe through your nose. Or if you want to get rid of those extra sounds, are you just going to take it out a little bit? And when you're ready to play, just a split second before, put it back in. Either way, you just got to pick what's best for you. We have all three notes at the bottom. Let's just do a quick recap. B is just thumb and index finger. A, thumb, index finger, and ring. We just set the next finger down. And for G, we just lay the ring finger down. Now we have B, A, G, G, A, B, B, A, G. Okay. And if you look at the bottom of the page, we have a measure, 4 beats of B. Remember, third line. We have 4 beats of rest. Got to make sure you breathe. Also, very important, you don't want to breathe, well, you do. You want to take the breath right before you play, probably this beat right here. I don't want to take a breath on beat 1 and hold and then play because the quality of my sound will go down. You sound your best when you take a breath right before you start playing. Okay, so I don't, for example, I'll show you the difference. Or B. Ugh, that didn't sound good, but let's take a breath right on beat 4. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so always take that breath right before you got to play again. So we got 4 beats of B, 4 beats of rest, 4 beats of A, 4 beats of rest, 4 beats of G, 4 beats of rest. So I am going to count off just using my fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll start. I'll go really slow. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. How'd you do? All right, let's put a metronome to that. Let's put a beat to that. And I'm going to start, usually the best place to start is at about 40 beats per minute. Pretty slow. Sounds like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So for these quarter notes, it would sound like this. B, 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 and then you'd rest. 1, 2, 3, and here you take your breath, then A, 1, A, A, A. You get the idea, right? All right. And if you have any trouble, make sure you just rewind, practice yourself. Try your best. Okay. So B for 4, rest for 4. A for 4, rest for 4. G for 4, rest for 4. I'll count it off. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Not too bad, huh?